The San Carlos Woodcraft store is excited to have our turning pro George show us how to make a segmented bowl. Take it away, George.
First, you need to select the materials for your bowl. We have some nice curly maple for the main portion of the bowl, and some Bolivian rosewood and padauk for the accents. From this table, you can determine your bevel and miter angle. And from the diameter of the bowl you want, you can decide how big the pieces are. You need to set your miter gauge at the miter angle and your table saw to the bevel angle. Then you can go ahead and cut your pieces. Then the board is flipped over and additional pieces can be cut from the same piece. Be sure to make sure things are set squarely and tightly against your fence. And here are the cut pieces that we worked on generating. Notice the curl in the wood extends all the way through the piece. That should be very beautiful when we turn it. Now we have to cut a bevel on the top and the bottom of each piece. In this case, we're cutting the bevel on the top. And then the corresponding angle on the bottom. This is so when we tape them up, we get a flat surface on the top and the bottom, and you can see that these are roughly taped together to check fit, and it looks good. Base is sapelli. Center is located and the corners are cut off to make an octagon. And these are the cutout pieces for the insert material. We needed to make a set of gluing cauls that are important to allow us to glue it up, and the little feet are glued onto the bottom of each one. This is a jig for a bandsaw that will allow me to cut the same bevel angles on the top and the bottom of each of the insert pieces. Now we're beginning the assembly. Pieces are turned over and blue tape is applied to each joint. And then double-sided sticky tape is applied to the back of each one of the gluing cauls, and they are pushed on and attached to each segment. Then there's a lot of frantic gluing while you fill up all the joints, and then very carefully you roll up the piece. And then hose clamps are attached and tightened up to provide the clamping pressure to make the glue joints all nice and tight. Then the bottom is sanded flat so that it can be glued onto the sapelli base that we created for it. While that's drying, you can make a sacrificial block. Center is located, the circle is drawn, you fill the circle with glue, in this case CA glue, and the prepared sacrificial block is glued onto the bowl. And now our bowl is ready for turning.